Pain consumes you when your heart remains fixed on someone who does not love you back. Most advice tells you to simply move on, but that rarely works. Carl Jung, the founder of analytical psychology, discovered that unrequited love serves a hidden purpose. Your suffering actually contains the exact map to your healing. This video reveals how to transform this pain into the most powerful relationship you will ever have. The struggle to stop loving someone who does not return your feelings creates one of life's most difficult challenges. Carl Jung worked with hundreds of patients dealing with this exact pain. His discoveries revealed something unexpected. The very person causing your suffering holds the key to your deeper transformation. Jung identified this as the golden shadow, the parts of yourself you have disconnected from and now desperately seek in another person. Your attraction is not random. It follows precise psychological patterns that, once understood, can lead you to profound healing. Throughout this video, you will learn the real reason you became attached to someone who cannot love you back, the exact psychological mechanism keeping you trapped in pain, 4 proven Jungian techniques to reclaim your projections, how to redirect this powerful emotional energy toward genuine growth. This approach differs completely from standard advice because it does not just help you escape pain, it transforms your entire understanding of love and relationships. Subscribe now to make sure you receive future psychological insights that can change your life. Hit the notification bell to never miss crucial wisdom like this. Jung discovered a fundamental truth about human attraction. We do not fall in love with actual people, but with images we project onto them. These projections emerge from our unconscious mind and represent vital parts of ourselves we have lost connection with. Loving someone who does not love you back creates what Jung termed projection identification. This means you have placed an essential part of your psyche, your anima if you are a man, or animus if you are a woman, onto another person. Your anima or animus represents your inner opposite gender energy. When projected outward, you feel whole only in the presence of the other person. Without them near you, emptiness takes over. Jung documented this pattern with a female patient who became obsessed with a man at work who barely acknowledged her. Through careful analysis, she recognized she had projected her own creative power onto this man. Her true longing was not for his love, but for reconnection with her own creative abilities. Understanding projection marks the first step toward freedom. Your attachment represents something missing within yourself, a void that appears fillable only by the other person. Jung proved this impression is false. The missing element lies within you, waiting for rediscovery. Research in Jungian psychology reveals that our most painful attachments connect directly to childhood experiences. The relationships with your parents or early caregivers created a template for love. Your current attachment follows this early template with remarkable precision. Jung named these emotional patterns complexes. A complex functions as a separate personality within your psyche that takes control when triggered. The love complex activates overwhelming emotions that override rational thought completely. Examine these revealing questions. Does this person remind you of a parent figure? Do you feel small or powerless around them? Does the relationship dynamic feel strangely familiar despite causing pain? Jung worked with a male patient who could not stop loving a woman who rejected him repeatedly. Through analyzing his dreams, this man realized the woman represented his emotionally distant mother. His attachment was not about the woman at all. It was his unconscious mind attempting to heal his original maternal wound. Your unrequited love serves as a messenger from your deeper self. It points directly toward unresolved aspects of your past and undeveloped parts of your personality that seek expression. This knowledge provides the foundation for true healing. Step 1. Conscious recognition of projection. Jung taught that healing begins with clear awareness. Take a notebook and write down every quality you love in this person. Create a detailed and honest list. Now comes the crucial insight. Each quality you listed exists within you already, either as a developed trait or as potential waiting for realization. If their confidence attracts you, your psyche shows you the need to develop your own confidence. If their creativity draws you, your creative spirit seeks expression. If their freedom captivates you, part of you longs for greater personal freedom. This exercise begins what Jung called withdrawing projections, reclaiming the parts of yourself you have given away to another person. Many of Jung's patients reported immediate relief after completing this simple but powerful exercise. Step 2. Dialogue with the inner image. Jung developed a technique called active imagination to reconnect with projected aspects of yourself. This method provides direct access to unconscious material. Find a quiet place and close your eyes. Visualize the person you love. See them clearly in your mind. Now recognize that this image represents a part of your own psyche. Begin an internal conversation, asking, what part of me do you represent, and what do you need me to understand? About myself, write down this dialogue without editing yourself. Jung observed that this practice helps integrate projected content back into conscious awareness. A female patient practiced this dialogue daily for 2 weeks. Her obsessive thoughts decreased dramatically, and she developed a newfound sense of completeness that did not depend on the other person. Step 3. Shadow integration. Jung discovered we often project our shadow, aspects of ourselves we reject, onto others. Sometimes we project positive shadow qualities, which explains the intense idealization of the beloved. Ask yourself, what qualities do I deny in myself that I see clearly in this person? Jung documented numerous cases where people became attached to others who exhibited qualities they themselves repressed. By acknowledging and developing these qualities within yourself, you reduce the power of the projection. Begin taking small actions that express these qualities. If you admire their social ease but live shyly, take one small step toward greater social connection each day. If you admire their assertiveness but remain passive, practice stating your needs clearly in one situation daily. Step 4. Building the self-relationship. Jung considered the relationship with oneself, the total personality, including both conscious and unconscious aspects, as life's most important relationship. Your unrequited love serves as an invitation to this deeper relationship. Jung observed that patients who redirected their emotional energy towards self-development experienced remarkable psychological growth. Practice daily reflection with these questions. What qualities am I developing in myself today? How am I honoring my own needs and values? What one step can I take toward greater wholeness? This self-relationship creates the foundation for healthy love with others. By becoming complete within yourself, you no longer project your missing pieces onto other people. Jung recognized that true healing requires experiencing grief fully. You must mourn both the loss of the relationship and the loss of your projections. This grief feels particularly intense because you are not just losing another person, you are letting go of the illusion that someone else can complete you. Jung called this challenging period the night sea journey, a dark time that precedes psychological rebirth. Allow yourself to feel this grief completely. Jung observed that people who suppress grief remain stuck in their development. Those who move through it discover new aspects of themselves previously hidden. A patient described this process as dying to be reborn. After working through her grief, she reported feeling more authentic and alive than ever before in her life. Jung discovered that people who complete this process often attract relationships that match their new level of wholeness. Not because they seek completion from others, but because they approach relationships from a place of completeness already. Carl Jung found that the ultimate goal of psychological development is individuation, becoming your complete, unique self. Unrequited love, despite its pain, often serves as a powerful catalyst for this process. The journey toward wholeness involves integrating all aspects of yourself, both those you accept and those you reject. Jung called this the transcendent function, the ability to hold opposing forces within yourself without being torn apart. Your current pain contains tremendous transformative potential. Jung observed that patients who embrace this pain as a teacher rather than an enemy experience the most profound growth. Consider creating a daily practice to support your healing. Morning reflection on qualities you are reclaiming. Midday check-in with your emotional state. Evening gratitude for steps taken toward wholeness. Jung emphasized that this work takes time. The deeper the attachment, the longer the integration process may take. But each step builds upon the previous one, creating momentum toward healing. Carl Jung wrote that the greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. You're unrequited. Love cannot be solved through techniques or willpower alone. By engaging with it consciously, you outgrow it, emerging as a more complete version of yourself. The person who does not love you back has activated your journey toward wholeness. Eventually, you will recognize this painful experience as one of your greatest teachers. This is not just about stopping your love for someone who does not love you back. It is about redirecting that love toward its true destination, your own becoming. If these Jungian insights provided value to you, subscribe to this channel now for more psychological wisdom that transforms suffering into growth. Leave a comment sharing one insight that resonated with you today. Remember Jung's promise: there is no coming to consciousness without pain. The pain you feel now is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. Your wholeness awaits.